It all started when Karen, in her usual overbearing style, decided to fine me for allegedly using fake plates on my vehicle. She showed up at my property, waving a stack of documents, claiming that my license plates were somehow invalid and that I was in violation of HOA rules. At first, it seemed like a minor annoyance, but Karen had no idea who she was dealing with. I am the daughter of the DMV director, and every plate, registration, and vehicle record associated with me is fully legal, properly documented, and verified. Karen, completely unaware of my family connections, attempted to lecture me on compliance and fines. She insisted that the HOA had the authority to enforce these rules, even threatening escalating penalties if I refused to comply. I calmly listened, letting her continue while observing and documenting everything. Her arrogance and sense of entitlement were on full display, but I had all the leverage I could possibly need. As she continued to argue, I explained that not only were my plates fully legal, but that any attempt to interfere or enforce fines would constitute harassment and potentially criminal obstruction. Her face changed from smug confidence to confusion as she realized her assumptions about authority were completely wrong. Karen refused to back down, calling neighbors and attempting to rally support, believing that the HOA could intimidate me. I anticipated this tactic. I recorded every word, every action, and every attempt she made to pressure others, creating a detailed legal record of her harassment. Every interaction was time-stamped and logged to ensure that any future claims she made could be disproven with concrete evidence. Frustrated, Karen attempted to escalate by contacting local law enforcement, falsely claiming violations and requesting intervention. I calmly provided documentation proving the legality of my plates and the invalidity of her claims. Officers quickly recognized her actions as harassment rather than enforcement, and her credibility immediately began to crumble. The HOA, witnessing her reckless behavior, started distancing themselves from her. Karen's overreach became obvious to the community, and anyone observing could see that her authority was non-existent outside her imagination. Her repeated attempts to fine and intimidate me had backfired spectacularly, leaving her isolated and legally vulnerable. From that day forward, any attempt by Karen or the HOA to interfere with my vehicles, plates, or property would be met with immediate legal action. The combination of my legal authority, family connections, and detailed documentation created a perfect shield against harassment. Karen's audacity had collided with preparation and authority, and lost decisively. The lesson was unmistakable. Entitlement and boldness cannot override legitimate authority, documentation, and strategic planning. Karen had believed she could intimidate me with fines and threats, but she failed to consider that I had both legal authority and the foresight to document her every move. Because in the end, preparation, legal power, and strategic documentation turn harassment into opportunity. Karen's attempts to fine me for fake plates only highlighted her recklessness, exposed her to potential legal consequences, and permanently neutralized her ability to intimidate. My property, my vehicles, and my rights remained fully protected, a testament to authority, planning, and unassailable legality.